Hey, everybody, welcome to Nuggets Hustle. I am Leo. I'm here, as always, with my good buddy Donny. Donny, my man, how are we feeling?
Dude, what a game. Yeah, I'm feeling great. Sorry. Yeah.
I, I, I feel like we went from we might lose in five to the Clippers to we're going to the finals. I feel like in a week I have flipped that. And I know, whatever, I'm a fair weather fan, but just watching how things were going and how things are going now, I see a lot of hope. How are you feeling, man? What are you thinking? What are you seeing?
You know, last night it was interesting. I think I was texting like you or someone, I can't remember, but I kept thinking, I'm like, how are we not down like 20? Because it certainly feels like we're down 20.
Yep.
Like I just felt like we were getting beat up the whole game. And
Yeah.
somehow we just kept holding on.
Yes.
And Munch was stoked, I'm sure.
Oh man, he was doing this and yeah. Anyway,
But
uh
yeah, the first half was extremely frustrating. I mean, I've just gonna keep saying it. Like, regardless of how this season ends, we need to make some changes.
yes.
Um, but you just gotta get Nicola some help. And finally, last night, I mean, we did. We embraced the Russ chaos.
Yep.
Um, we kind of
Yep.
had to with Michael. Michael's basically playing with one arm, right?
Yes.
So Russ, he has these moments of just absolute like I want him to get on the next plane out of town, but then there's moments of like, bro, you're a permanent resident, and
Yes. We're
like,
getting you a key to the city.
yeah, right.
Yeah.
And I mean, AG, it was a great play, I mean, it scared the daylights out of me because if you watch it again, Chet misses that second free throw, and no one really went for the rebound.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like CB lets it hit the floor and then grabs it, and Russ smartly got out quick because he knew we were on a time crunch.
Hmm.
And I, just like everybody, thought Russ was gonna go do his crazy layup stuff. I'm not gonna lie. I'm like, this guy's gonna
No, no,
try
no,
it,
no, no, no.
right? I was like, this guy's gonna try and draw a foul. It's gonna be, I was like, oh, you know what? At that point, it's okay. We battled. If we lost this way, it's fine. Then he kicks it to AG. AG's in stride and rhythm and just pulls up and hits it.
And
And
shooting 44%. Let's go.
yeah, like I I'm curious to see how they're going to handle game two, the Thunder, because defensively, I felt like they just let Nikola kind of do whatever he wanted.
Well, for what I watched, I'm so embarrassed to say I fell asleep, but in the first half, it seemed like they were doubling up any chance they got. At least that's what I saw.
They did double, but I feel like they didn't really do it effectively in the sense of taking away his vision, right? Because I mean, Joker kind of wants
Yeah.
you to double. That's what he wants.
Yeah.
Like we talked about on the last pod, he wants to pass the ball.
Yes, that's a good point.
Um, the one thing that I noticed is they put Chet on him rather than Hartenstein. Which I mean, Hartenstein was on him a little bit. Don't get me wrong, but I
You
thought
were
for
texting me early, like 80
yeah,
pounds.
80 literally. I mean, according to the ESPN stats, Joker has 80 pounds on Chet, and like
Fully.
yeah, I thought for sure they would just have Chet float and put Hartenstein on him,
Hmm.
and that's maybe what they do game two. I think that would be more effective. I mean, that's what the Timberwolves did to us last year. Um, but overall, man, you got to love the fight, right? The
Yeah.
boys battled. I really thought we were going to panic in that last situation. I really thought so. I'm like, you know what? Chet's going to choke and then we're going to choke. Uh, so yeah, I don't know. How did you feel? I mean, I guess you didn't see it live, but you couldn't have missed it. It's on every single airwave this
Yeah.
today. So
I was shocked. Um, from what I watched, I was like, OKC, they're controlling the game. I think they were up 10 at half. Is that right?
hmm
And then I think I watched maybe 30 seconds of the third quarter before I was out, man. That it just didn't feel like we were in it. You know what I mean? I felt like it was going to be a 20-point game. To me at least. Nikola had struggled from what I had seen. Obviously, he scoring wise, he was fine and all that, but 7, 8 turnovers. We saw a few early. Um, it just it felt like he was having to do everything. Um, because obviously, like we had talked about, MPJ's shoulder
Hmm.
is messed up. He's behind, he's playing with one shoulder. Um, Jamal was, fine. CB is fine, but it felt like we were getting outplayed. And then to find out that Aaron Gordon is saving the day again, man, it was
Hmm.
awesome. So it was great. I didn't expect us to win game one. I was hoping we would win one in OKC,
Hmm.
and I would have guessed it would have been game two.
Hmm.
Um, but hey, man, let's steal two from OKC. That's how I'm feeling right now.
Yeah, I truly think it's possible at this point. I
Yeah,
mean, it's the confidence we have after that and the lack of confidence they have. I mean, don't get me wrong. I know they're going to come out with fire, but the confidence we have from that game. I mean, goodness gracious. Like Peyton Watson, at times he was frustrating, but he hit a really big three at one point.
he's like
Defensively,
Russ. You ride the
yeah,
wave. You
100%. You
ride the
just
wave.
you just gotta ride it, man. We're strapped in and we're just
It's like the
along.
stock market. Yeah,
Totally, man. Totally. Like we are just up and down all over the place. Like where are we
yeah.
gonna end up, you know? And um overall though, like I AG is just so he's invaluable.
Important.
Yeah, like the man is Mr. Nugget, right? And you
Hmm.
flash
Hmm.
back to him literally on the streets of Denver when he won the title, partying with random people.
Yeah,
He embodies exactly what I want this team to be for the next how many ever years Joker's still here, you know?
yeah. Hmm.
Um, and going forward, I still don't know how I feel about this series. I think I'm being skeptical just because that's who I am. But
I am too. I mean, we're playing the number one seed. They are number one for a reason. But hey, right now we're in a good spot,
we are.
and I think we enjoy it. But also that brings me to my next point. Who stood out for you, for us? Who are our big guys? But I mean, obviously, Mr. 42 and 22, whatever it was.
Hmm.
But we don't talk about that because it's expected at this
Hmm.
point. Um, Obviously, he's the best player every time he steps on the floor. Who stands out besides Joker?
I'll go back to that Peyton Watson. I think he gave us some really big minutes, defensively specifically. Um, yeah, he gets lost. I noticed he gambled a few times and got beat on back cuts. You probably remember
Yeah, yeah,
that. But he tried to make plays. I mean, they're out there and they're putting in, the effort level is definitely not where it is in the regular season. It's elevated, and that's where it's needed to be, right? I really feel like we still kind of had some of that regular season effort in the first round.
yeah,
This series is going to require every single possession to be just flat out, empty the tank. Like that's just
yeah,
how it's going to be.
yeah.
So yeah, P Watt for me. Jamal, hmm, okay game. A lot of. I just expect more from him. I mean he hit some key threes, but really offensively, he's just not as much of a threat as we need him to be, right? Like we need him to really make the defense that question, are we doubling Joker? And like we need to make sure it's not Jamal's guy, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Like we need to throw in all these different wrinkles rather than just willy-nilly everyone's like, okay, go after Joker. Um, but yeah, I mean, I don't know. Is there a guy that kind of stood out for you?
Honestly, man, I was with as much as I watched, it was I was like, we need Joker to have 50. Um, but even he was struggling a little bit early. I P Watt I was actually frustrated with in the first half, but obviously he turns things around and plays big for us. I feel like Russ has been Mr. Consistent as far as scoring goes. Um, as far as like, last second shots or key turnovers, it's frustrating. And like we've talked about, we take the good with the bad.
Hmm.
But I man, 42 and 22 is hard to ignore. Or what was it? 40
Yeah, it's 42 and 22.
that is, who
Yeah.
does that?
No one. That was the first time. 42-20 or 42-22 and 6. So,
Yeah.
um, yeah, I mean he's special. Like I think,
And I'm gonna be honest, man. I think every game that he has turnovers, a few of his turnovers are not his fault. He earned a lot. He earned a fair share, but there were a couple where I was like, if you're in position, that's not a turnover.
yeah.
So, man, okay. I P Watt, huh?
Yeah, I don't know. Just his length is really disturbing. I mean, like that's kind of the modern NBA, right? It's not just about size, it's really about your length. Um,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, no matter what it looked like, what do we need to do to continue to be successful? Because winning is winning. We must have done at least one or a few things right. What are your thoughts? What do we do moving forward to game two?
I think the biggest thing is if you look back at the games we played in the regular season against them, specifically one, I believe it was the first game in the back-to-back we had in Oklahoma City, and Lou Dort just went off. I mean, we,
Yep.
and the barrage of three-pointers, like that's just gonna we have to be able to we have to I guess weather the storm, right?
Yeah. Hmm.
And I just don't I feel like last night I kept waiting for it. I kept waiting for the blowout to happen. I kept waiting for
Yeah.
basically the Thunder to tell me to go to bed, right?
Yeah. Waiting for
Um
Shea to go on a 10-0 run by himself.
exactly. Um so I think that's going to happen almost every single game. They're going to have runs.
Yeah.
I don't see us blowing them out in any of these games. Like I
Yeah. Good
just
point.
it's about just weathering storms and look what happens when you can stay in the game. I'm not
Yeah.
saying I'm not going to say we're going to win 4 games in that manner like we did last night. However, I
How
mean,
cool would that be? Yeah.
dude, yeah, I mean, just stay in the game and fight
Yeah.
and don't give them, yeah, like everyone's like, okay, well, if there's a blowout, we can rest our guys. They can also rest their guys, and they don't need
Mhm.
any more rest. They're young and they had what, 9 days off.
Yeah.
Um, so stay close, stay
Yeah.
close, and I think that's a big key. It at least gives us a chance, right? Like we just need to have a chance. This team with Joker, anything is possible. Jamal, we know down the stretch of games can hit massive shots in really
Yeah.
big games. Like as frustrated as I can get with him, he is a very clutch individual. Um, but yeah, do you kind of have a key moment or
No.
not a key
I
moment, but a key move?
not really. I think you know me. We're 2 minutes into every game, and I'm texting you like, Joker needs to shoot it every time and not pass it until we're up 20. And to an extent, I feel that way. But also, if him adjusting to the way he plays means getting 4 assists before a single point,
Hmm.
then so be it. It obviously works out pretty well for him. He's definitely a guy that can feel the game out. He doesn't need to score early like a lot of big time scorers need to get in the rhythm. He can have 15 in the second half or second quarter. And unfortunately, our second best player is the exact same way. So sometimes both of them can have 6 points combined in the first quarter, which is frustrating. I would like to see our two guys have 15 apiece in the first quarter.
Yeah,
I think that's what I want to see. I guess that's not consistent with what we have seen. But
ex
whatever it takes to win, I don't care. But I would like to see Jamal and Joker have 15 apiece and us be up 40 to 27 at the end of the first.
yeah, like
Um,
it
and I
would
don't feel
be.
like that's too much to ask.
It's really not. I mean, I. It's funny. I like our chances with our starting five versus their starting five.
Yes,
It's really their bench that scares me.
it's the second five.
Yeah, and I mean, our five are going to have to play a lot this series for us to get through it. A lot.
Yeah. And if that's what it takes, I'm fine with that. Because you know,
These are
knock
professional
on wood,
athletes.
I think that our next round, no matter what, will be easier. And I mean
Oh,
that with my whole heart. And I will probably end up eating my words for saying that. But the Thunder are the best. They're the best team in the league for a reason.
yes. Yes. And they're a beatable team. I don't know if I sent you the stat of the three remaining Western Conference teams left outside of the Thunder. They went 8-8 in the regular season.
You did send me that.
Yeah,
Yes,
like that's and I mean they went 2-2 against us. They're beatable. It's
they
just
are.
about minimizing can we do it before they beat us 4 times, right?
Yeah, we can't
Um,
let them get on a huge run because if we do, they can get it to 30 in 2 minutes, 3 minutes, four.
yeah,
It's
quickly.
yeah,
Yeah.
where we're
Um,
more of a we're just gonna drag you into the deep waters and let Joker just do horrible things.
I know,
Um,
man.
and I love it. I'm here for it, man. We just need to do that more often. But Donnie, my final question for you about last night. Um, because our this whole pod is about last night
Mhm.
or about the playoffs, I guess we'll see in a minute. But does this change or keep stagnant, or do we just need to keep waiting to see how things play out for your head coach position for next year? Does
It's
DA immediately now is he our guy? Is this was last night a win him because a lot or a win for him because a lot of people say if it's less than five, it's coaching.
yeah. I mean,
Granted, it's game one,
yeah,
so we could lose 1-4.
yeah.
So what are your thoughts?
I don't think we can give him the job yet. However, I think he's making a very, very strong case for his candidacy. Um, I mean, he's clearly roped in the locker room pretty well. You
Hmm.
know, I mean, he's willing to take a step back as we see when Joker's in the huddle going absolute,
Yeah.
screaming at everyone. So, um, yeah, I don't think we can crown the man yet, but
Okay.
um, yeah, I mean, I don't know. I
I agree 100%.
It's so tough. I'm not really. It's an amazing question because
If we go to the finals, DA's our guy.
yeah,
Because you and I, if with Mike, we never would have thought
mhm.
that we would go to the finals.
I think we lose the Clipper series if Mike's still in charge. I do. I don't know if we can win Game 7. I mean,
I
I
think
think
we win game one though.
we win Game 1. I don't know
Or
if we.
did we win game one? No, we lost game one, right?
No, we won Game 1.
Or right, there was a or maybe it was game two. Did we lose game two?
It was Game 2 and it was close. Yeah.
I thought we would have won game two with Mike, but also I agree. We probably do lose game seven with Mike. So
Well, and you have to account for who else is out there, who's willing to take the job, right?
yeah,
So if DA is the best option, we have to go with DA. And I'm sure they'll ask players,
yeah,
right, about DA. They'll do it behind closed doors, nothing
yeah.
recorded. But it'll be a question, and I just think that it's so easy to say, but that's not something we need to have on our minds right now, you know?
That's fair. Yeah,
But it
I'm thinking
is,
about it.
yeah, like in the end, I think we all are. I mean, even the players probably are a little bit, you know?
I'm like, we get 3, 4 more years at best.
Yeah, right? Like we got to utilize them and maximize them, and yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Okay. All right. Well, Donnie, I have two last things for you, and they are blind fives.
okay.
You ready for this?
Yeah, let's do it.
Would you like the uh playoff best five, or would you like the Jalen five first?
Ooh, let's do playoff best five.
Okay. Are you ready?
Yes.
Jason Tatum.
Ooh, 4.
Okay.
Yeah. Missed a lot of shots the other night or last night.
They won it last year, but okay,
Eh,
whatever. Uh, Shea.
I'll give him a 2.
Okay. Tyrese Halliburton.
Ooh. Ooh. I got to go 3. I know that's above I know. But dude, last year, the Pacers made the Eastern Conference Finals. That was
Okay.
shocking. And
Okay. Hey,
sorry,
man. Well,
sorry.
yeah, and look at where they are now. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you have Shea, Tyrese, and Tatum at the 2, 3, 4.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Jalen Brunson.
Ooh. After last night, I'm going to go 1.
You're gonna hate yourself, Donnie.
Did
You
you
ready
put
for
you
this?
put Joker in this list, didn't you?
Here's your number five. Aaron Gordon with less than 2 seconds.
Oh man. Oh, see, why you gotta do me like that? Why you gotta do me like that? That was messed up. That was messed up.
I was waiting for that. I was like,
Yeah.
where should I put that? And I was like, I'm gonna put it last. Let's see where it lands. All right. Okay. Okay. What would you change?
AG number one, Tatum at five. I would just put AG at
Just
one and bump everyone
yeah,
down. Yeah.
yeah. Just cycle the cards.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. You ready for your Jalen five?
Let's do it.
All right. Jalen Pickett.
Cool. Let's go five.
Fair. Jalen Brunson.
Oof. Let's go one. I'm trying to think of any other Jalen's we got out there.
Jalen Brown.
Oh, was Jalen Williams in Oklahoma City? I'm gonna go Jay Brown. He's going number two.
Jalen Williams.
He's going number three.
Jalen Rose.
Oh, okay, yeah, he's going four.
You had to throw an old head in there, man. I
Yeah,
had
yeah,
to.
yeah.
All right. Well, that's. I think you nailed that
Yeah,
perfect. I
that
think
was
that
yeah.
was you nailed that one.
As,
I didn't do a good job cycling that one through, but
as awful as the first one was, the save the best for last.
well, Donnie, that's all I got for you, man.
Cool.
I appreciate you chatting with me and always
Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you.
Nugs are taking care of business. We're up 1-0 in the Western Conference Finals. Um, I can't believe, actually, yes, I can, that the Warriors and the Timberwolves are going to battle it out. I'm so glad they get to beat each other up before we get to meet them. And then we already know it's going to be the Celtics
Yeah.
in the East. I'm hoping it's the Knicks because I called for a Knicks and Nuggets finals.
Yeah,
Um,
which at this point, I mean, I would call it crazy earlier, but now I'm like anything can happen.
Anything can happen, man. I can't
Yeah.
believe it. The East is flip-flopping, and
Hmm.
it's been a great playoffs. I mean, the East was it was kind of a wipe in the first round, but since then, the East has looked good.
Yeah. Yeah. It's been
So
fun. Been fun. I'm hoping tomorrow night just battle. I mean, like you said, we stole one already, so it'd be nice to steal two.
I think so, man. And I think their fans are a little defeated.
Yeah.
And after us putting it to the wall of the Clippers fans in Game 7 at home, I think that we can handle anything.
Yeah. I agree. I agree.
So
You know, it's the toughest environment in the NBA, so
yeah, yeah, exactly, exactly. So all right, Donnie. Well, will you remind the people for us, my man?
yeah, everyone, please do not forget to show sub us. Go Nuggets.
Joker and Murray. Joker and Murray. Joker and Murray. If you got respect for the game, it's time that you put some respect on the name. Joker and Murray and Joker, a duo that cannot be tamed. You got seconds on the clock. There go Murray with the shot. Yeah, that's a Murray flurry in a hurry. Came to give it all we got. Everybody showing some hugs. It's in the color we trust. But you gotta have an MP jump shot, leaving the competition in the dust. Come up in the mile high city, never coming down like AG50. You looking at a squad full of champions. Tell me now, ain't that nifty? Not talking about Boa, but Rocky gon' show up and give all the fans what they love. If there's a rim in vicinity, there ain't no question, gotta stay above. Them boys from the 5280 gon' pull up and always be about a bucket. In case you confused, yeah, you know what to do. I'm talking about the different nuggets. You heard of Magic and Bird. You heard of Shaq and Kobe. You heard of Jordan and Pippen. But what about Joker and Murray? Joker and Murray. Joker and Murray. Joker and Murray. You heard of Magic and Bird. You heard of Shaq and Kobe. You heard of Jordan and Pippen. But what about Joker and Murray? Joker and Murray. Joker and Murray. Joker and Murray. Why so serious? Coming from a walking, talking triple double. Seems like we've been a problem, causing trouble ever since we left the bubble. They heard of an arrow that's green. We talking about Oliver Queen. But blue is the new one, he's reigning supreme. You can hate, but check the ring. Never underestimate the heart of a champion, it's Mike Malone. You could come for 7, but have your bags. Gotta know you going home. You coming to play at the altitude. You better get your O2 ready. Cause it's gonna be a breathtaking experience. And you know we're gonna rock steady. Yeah, you heard of Magic and Bird and Jordan and Pippen and all the big threes. But what's it gonna take for these people to see that they should hop on and believe? We ain't content, so you better think twice if you think that we stopping at one. You dealing with Joker and Murray, don't worry, the fun is only just begun. You heard of Magic and Bird. You heard of Shaq and Kobe. You heard of Jordan and Pippen. But what about Joker and Murray? Joker and Murray. Joker and Murray. Joker and Murray. Joker and Murray.